It's July and there's barely been any races. The world is broken and F1 is suffering. This is the state of F1. I'm Terry Saunders, and that is the coronavirus.
Since the little bastard has hit, fans have all flocked to e-racing. The E stands for electronic. And I can see why. When the real thing doesn't exist, let's go for an online alternative.
Virtual pints, video calls, even online porn have all been invented in the last few weeks just to help us cope with our new viral overlords. Actual real racing drivers have been using sim driving to help stay in the spotlight, keep up their skills and make sure they don't have to speak to their model girlfriends. But e-racing is a placebo with potentially dangerous consequences, or rather, potentially safe consequences. Electronic racing is safe. The falsiest of false feedback rigs is only going to cause a gentle tingle in your racing driver gloves. And F1 is safer than ever, but there is still a real and potentially fatal danger. If you crash in a car at 200 miles an hour, there's not an insignificant chance that it's going to hurt. And it's this that puts racing drivers above mere mortals like you and me. The fact that every time they strap themselves into a cockpit, there's a chance that they might actually die. The skill set, although resulting in similar looking races, is actually totally different. If you grow up racing go-karts and progressing through the junior formulae, there's a good chance you would have crashed. And when you crash, it hurts. And when it hurts, you think twice about going so fast around that corner the next time. And the truly great racing drivers are the ones that think twice and go faster anyway. Racing in high-speed cars demands years of skill in building up speed, testing the limits, and trying to control this piece of machinery that's doing its best to kill you. Trust me, I've been go-karting twice. The first time I crashed and it hurt to pee for 6 weeks, and the second time I cracked a rib. I'm not going to go go-karting again, and I don't think I'm going to be a Formula 1 driver. But could I do esports? Yeah, probably. I mean, I used to have an Xbox. I used to play Formula 1. The only time it's likely to kill me is the 2 AM cheese on toast cholesterol. The thing is, I hate online gaming because I used to think I was good at something, then I checked the online leaderboard and find that I was incalculably shit. Except it was calculated to the last decimal place. So I know that e-racers are e-athletes, but there's no sense of e-danger. If you crash a car at 200 miles an e-hour, all you're going to get is a dent to your e-pride. But it's not just that e-racers don't have a fear of death, it's those insurance clerks. Hear me out here. The problem with e-racing is if it takes over the mantle from cancelled F1 races, it kind of begs the question, why bother going racing? The problem with Formula 1 is it's expensive, it's dangerous, it's terrible for the environment. And if more money gets pushed into e-racing, then the better the graphics are going to be, the better the gameplay is going to be. And maybe even one day they'll fix that problem of cars randomly disappearing then reappearing. And then we go back to the insurance clerks. The thing is, after the pandemic devastating the whole world, are they really going to want to risk paying out for an F1 driver to hurt themselves when actually we're all happy with the fakery? You might think it will never happen, but who'd predicted the British Prime Minister shutting pubs a few months ago?
Don't worry, I have a solution.
There is a way to marry both worlds here. We can have a cheaper F1 that's a bit like a US military drone battle with all the drivers sitting in porta cabins in Vegas. But we can still have the real risk of F1 by using machine learning to gauge the severity of any impact. If it's a gentle spin, then maybe the driver's chair just gets a little shake. If it's something harder, there could be like a pneumatic punch to the guts. A bad crash can result in even a driver's leg being broken, and a truly horrific one won't result in the driver being killed, but be banned from sim racing for life, on the threat of death if they ever try it again, even just for fun.